Hi, Sages. Come on in if you'd like to have a seat for some symbolic support. My name is Steph. Thank you so much for being here. Earlier in the month, I feel like I said that. Thank you so much for being here. Earlier in the month, I created an ink blot made in your name and essence bookmark style, and we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities. I actually think it's the other way. I apologize, but nonetheless, to see what shapes and symbols stand out to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll also add on Tarot and Oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here, we are utilizing Ghost Tube. For any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate, overall, please do receive or release freely. Sages, thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your support, your views. It truly warms my haunted heart, and I am always in a state of gratitude for you. All right, let's dig in here. You know the drill. I'm going to take a moment to open up if you would like to take a look for any shapes that are speaking to you. You also have your angel card number here, 1010, and your talisman, creativity. Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of the Sagittarius Collective. Sages, thank you so much for being here, for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. And technically, I'm a Sagittarius cusp, and if I sidereal astrology, I'm also a sage. So let's dig in here. Siblings. All right. Feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel, or keep to yourself. That's cool too. I am making something happen. Somebody might be a skateboarder or do something in like those they're not like loop-de-loos. I apologize. I don't know if it's like skateboarding or scooters, rollerblading, something along that lines. Some form of skill through speed and tricks. I'm also seeing something about levitation.
Foolish.
What is this levitation? It kind of feels like science levitation, meaning like I'm seeing like magnetism at play. It's like the ball would, be hovering here because of some sort of understanding of here. Something about dogs or wolves or coyotes, something along that lines. I feel that I have been extremely loyal to learning something about said skill. Could even be like writing, calligraphy. Okay, it is creativity. I was just asked to like pop back over here. Something that you are in a state of creation about. And it doesn't have to be the typical, concept of creativity. Like I'm not a painter or an artist. Or maybe you build ramps. Maybe you build things for other artists to, or other energies to express themselves on, to move through skills. Maybe you're a gardener or, whatever you decide to do, a mechanic. Like it's all over the place. I don't want creativity to be held in this box of these mediums because I feel like that's not great. Okay, so there might have actually been an accident in relation to whatever this, I don't even know if it's a sport. I apologize. And something foolish happened. Or what you feel like a fool, and it landed you in the hospital again. Because I don't is it Tony Hawk? I don't even know who these people are. Tony Hawk or something like that. And yeah, like things are gonna happen. Also, like motocross or something along that lines. It feels very adrenaline inspiring. Somebody also might have been in a cast. If you were in the hospital, I'm seeing cast like held up. You might have like broken some ribs or some arms or something like that. Or maybe this is an energy you know of and you've been helping nurture somebody. And it's kind of because I'm seeing somebody like put a pen in their mouth and they have to like write with their mouth because their hands, they just don't have access to their hands. This also could be a spirit stepping forward to you that knows that you understand what those symbols mean. Like you have memories of them going through, there was some sort of accident. Maybe they didn't make it. My apologies. After all. I'm seeing something about the... okay, so I'm seeing Native American indigenous
closet,
blanket, and they have the very specific again, it's like a skill and symbols in their blankets, the way their art is depicted. There's something about that.
why did you come?
There's something about and I don't know the meanings of it, but I feel like there's a meaning to it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's some sort of ancient knowledge or something like that, or calling upon something. Okay, I'm going to move down here. Oh, I'll add on Tarot and Oracle too in just a moment. Thank you. We're for sages. Sages, this might really show my age, but that's fine. My age is what it is. It's beautiful. Back in the day, and I know I say this a lot, there was like this game,
Sacrifice,
and it was wooden, and it had these two metal rods, and you would have to like maneuver. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like these two rods, and then there would be this ball, and you would have to like maneuver it. I have no idea what it's called. I don't even really understand the purpose of it now that I'm like very gently recalling and seeing it very, very fuzzy, but there's something about it. Can you bring it in modern ways for me? Or at least something more recent? Oh. Give me a moment. That's a high pitch. Are you guys getting that, sages, a lot? That high pitch sound? So it's like if you watch Survivor, usually at one of their games, it's like a big board. And I think they have to, and it's like a maze or a labyrinth, and then they have to maneuver the whole board to try and get the ball into these pockets. It's something like that. It's something like that. But for whatever reason, I think they might have even been my
Tuesday,
parents. So it might be more like in the boomer gen, whatever, I remember it being very fun though. Okay, I don't know. I'm stuck on there and I need to get unconstipated. So I'm going to continue on. But that's what it makes me feel like. It's like drawing something in and out, being able to maneuver in like this very three-dimensional way versus like say playing a typical board game. You move forward, you move back, you might go diagonal. This feels like the whole board shifts with you. The whole board shifts with you. Okay, so I'm seeing an owl face in here. Sorry if I keep moving it. There's something else that I'm seeing, but it keeps changing on me really, really quickly. Something about a belly. Yeah, like a belly. I don't know how else to say that. Something about a belly. It's either like putting on weight or losing weight. One of the two, if not, or finding that harmony for your body to be at its best and not in competition with anyone else. It's for you to feel at your best. Ace of Cups, if that means anything to you. Power of Water. Maybe you're going through a cleansing. So like water retention. King of Cups. It's definitely in the masculine energy. Again, Prince of the Chariot of Waters. It's all water oriented, whatever water means for you. I'm also seeing cuffs of a tuxedo or a suit. It's like somebody's going to something and you're putting on your suit and it might be too small. Somebody could be graduating something as well, and it's like, oh, the last time you wore the suit was, this time, and now it's too small now. So you have to get a new suit, new tux. Okay, so sorry, I gotta come back up in here. There's a being right here. I feel like this is representative of you, sages. And then out here is angels. Angels are fairies. Oh, see, and it's right on like the ear. Okay, so like temple ear space. See, it's very sensitive there. And then also in either your scapulas. It's like some sort of rotation. out through your hands.
Can you help me?
Definitely trying, through the inspirations of such. See, there could also be somebody in a wheelchair from an accident, or maybe some sort of surgery to replenish and restore. Ace of Swords comes in as well. There's those two, it's like the crescents are these two angels helping to repair something, maybe even about the spine.
Possible.
So this doesn't have to be necessarily like a physical accident, maybe for some, but for others it feels as though I am recuperating from something. I'm recuperating from something. What's that? Okay. Thank you. Maybe something like I've been really hard on myself, or something I've been through, traumatic experience with a person, place, or thing, apply any channel, romantic, platonic, even just my existence. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but sages, it feels like whatever it is for you, right? Maybe it's just I want to clean up this room, or, make my bed every day, and I just can't seem to be doing that. I can go from very little to large, and something very little can feel very large. Anyway, it's not the point. There's something about me, is how I'm feeling, that I wanted to, I'm going to say fix, because I'm feeling like it was broken. Okay, I'm hearing don't sugarcoat it. Don't try and beat around the bush. That's okay. Because I'm also the one, sage guest here, so thank you, that with the help of, because I'm seeing like the cast stuff going on, like with white light, I'm also been working with my guides, angelic beings, to heal this through nurturing of the power of my thoughts and the power of my own feelings. And if I feel like I had to slow down a little bit, or had to adapt to different things, different heights of things, I know when that cast comes off, this also could be like spell work somebody else put on you, if you follow in that line of sorts. You're coming out better than ever, and you know that. And I think for many, if not most of you, you're already in that. But it's kind of like, you take the cast off, and you got to take a few minutes to be like, maybe it's like physical therapy or something like that. And you're like, okay,
Go away.
and it's like rebuilding with this new energetic body, or this new emotional body. And I don't mean to say new like the old one again was worthless. That's not, I see with the Lord of Roots of the Air, that I want to, it's like I know that it wasn't worthless, but I know it could be worth more to me, and I'm going to be the creator of that. Thank you. If any of these cards are artistry, you know the drill. Please follow that first. And if you haven't already, sages, please do like, share, subscribe. I want to take a moment to speak to your angel number and your talisman of creativity, because it's like creating it within the conditions that it's like dealing with. See, here's the funny thing, like I stuff, I want to be compassionate, kind of, like, well, let's be nice. And the sages energy is like, just say it. It's fine, because I know sugarcoating isn't helping me at this time. But then I'm hearing like Mary Poppins, but I have no problem taking my medicine with a little bit of sugar. It's okay to be kind. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Because you have two aces here, like snake eyes, or some sort of healing going on, and you've been patient. And then even with these two aces, and then you have 10-10, 1-1. I'm going to read it. Sorry if I'm all over the place, but I got all Rami in your fire there, and it was great. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient, as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. There they are, right there. They are helping. This feels like a growth spurt with this creativity, even like wandering all the way up. Sorry, I can't see it there. See, it's a spider walking in a spider web. So leave a message and I'll call you back. And it's like all these different patches patches of things, but I'm seeing it like actual patches, not or maybe patchwork was done and now you're like, okay, because I'm seeing like a Raggedy Ann or Andy and it's fantastic. And it becomes so precious. It becomes a favorite thing. But I feel like at some point in time, okay, that's funny, Sages. You guys are hilarious. Hold on. Let me try and do this. I get all over the place. It's hilarious.
Quickly.
All right. Yeah, you guys are doing all right. That owl looking at me is just like that owl face. It's like a white owl. It's a very specific kind of owl. Ghost coming through. Memory. Survival. Okay. So this feels like, yeah, moving from survival to thrival. And in order to do that, things needed to be changed. You might have felt like a scavenger before. You might have felt that your memories of how things were, whatever, like the blueprint that you feel you had, that you were given, that you planned coming here, you're revamping it. It's like the ghost of my past. I don't just survive, I thrive. But I feel like there's a time that I was surviving. I was in a state of faith and trust. But I had a lot of time, and I do have a lot of time to recall things. There's also something about black magic, red magic, white magic. And I'm not saying that in regards to a particular judgment. It kind of feels like all three. Somebody might need a blood transfusion. I feel like I'm in the time of red, of passion. I had to let go the survival space down here. I'm seeing like these eyes like, really? We're still here? We're still here. This feels very reflective of a memory I've had, and now those are ghosts. And it's almost like within my mind, I have patiently been burying, in honor of, in gratitude, these parts of my thought, expectations I may have had or applied to others, and staying positive as I'm healing. Because you're recreating a whole construct. That's not a small feat. And this isn't, again, to say you were bad before. And Sages, if this isn't your scry story, thank you for holding space for others to receive theirs. Inspirations. Something about a pine cone. You know how to survive. And you can almost thrive in surviving. And it's like,
can you help me?
I'm trying my best. And now I'm moving into where your state of thriving is going to be how you survive. It's going to be a more natural state for you because of this work that you've been doing. I feel like a lot of it's in the art of giving and receiving. I'm very, very cold in your reading. Ooh. Chilling. I'm going to add on. Sorry. Because you've been patient about this. Patient in what you're creating. Of course, this could be a very literal creation. Building a house, building a car, building muscles, weight loss, weight gain. This all could be very literal, and it has its place to be that energy to be expressed. But you are essentially the one that, it's bringing me back up, like you nurture the I, the you, the I am, whatever that is for you. I am strong. I am weak. You are nurturing those things. And it's like you're the all-seeing eye. I don't know how else to say that without being weirder than we normally are here, but it's fantastic and I'm not going to hold back. And I hope you don't either. Okay. Closing out messages for Sages. A little inspiration here. Do we have one more? Thank you. All right. So I have here the Bardo. Some of you might have had even like a near-death experience. See, the eye, the all-seeing eye. And I know this isn't, oh, look at that. It's even, well, I don't know. The orphan and gnosis. You know. There is help. If you, for some of you, if there was an accident, you felt like maybe some friends or family really weren't able to help, and there might be feelings about that, very revealing things about that. But you were never left alone. You were actually surrounded by, it's bringing me back into that indigenous, I don't know if it's stitching or just the art depicted.
Michelle.
Something else. This is how you see yourself, the bardo, like through this accident or through this awareness of different parts of whatever it is. I've gained too much weight. I need to lose some weight. I need to eat. I'm not eating enough. I don't know. For whatever reason, that just seems to be like the easiest way it's coming through for me. So I don't get constipated, which that's appreciative. But again, apply it to whatever, climbing the corporate ladder, creating your projects, and you have been patient and you've been working towards it. And maybe something foolish happened. Maybe something happened that you felt like diverts, like, why did I do that? Or whatever the case is. But through it, you were able to like cross over and see something, survival and thrival. And you're like, oh my goodness, that's why it happened, for you to have that moment, for you to see. There were even things for you to leave. And to allow space for others, for you to move through into thriving. Sorry if this is complicated or if I'm being very repetitive. Because it's like something is under the cast, even maybe it's even just in the aura. If stages, if there's something that you're working on in the collective, it's like I can't quite see what's under the cast, because it's like you've taken it off, or you're taking it off and you're unwrapping it, whatever it is. And any messages that have been signed like on a cast are for you, but I'm seeing them like invisible ink, except for some sort of specific kiss, like you've been kissed by something. And now you're in this state of knowing, of your own gnosis, that you've patiently, with the ones and the double aces coming up. Snake eyes. Maybe you write something out. Maybe I don't know what it is, but you drop some things and then you're just like, nope. So as there's ones down here, like these ones you're willing to hold up in that magnetized state. These ones you're like, no, I'm dropping these balls. That's fine. I don't want to carry them, even in this, whatever the case is with your magical powers. And then at the same time, I'm seeing a nice, as we're closing out here, this like wear your sunglasses at night, cool guy. You're going to put your shades on. It's like when you're leaving, this holistic hospital of sorts. It doesn't have to be literal, but whatever stage you've been in or phase, whatever you're moving into, and you put your sunglasses on and you're like, yeah, and you're walking out. And the physical therapy, the patience that you have had to stay focused on your goal, whatever this is. Any diversions you've made valuable, even if you've had to heal from them. Inevitably a straight shooter, which kind of makes me feel like in this whole thing, as I like try and sugarcoat stuff, and say just like, you don't need to sugarcoat it. Straight shooter, sages. I'm going to let you go. Your final card here is, oh my goodness, that is so not nice, is the self. You. It's like, know thyself. Know thyself, you do. It's almost like you've been to the parts, or you've been through things that allow you to recognize that even if you felt orphaned in some way, shape, or form, you're not. You've been to the other side, some way, shape, or form. You have memories of it, ghosts of it. Snake eyes, patiently, you rolled it, it's done. Incredible. I'm impressed. You've prayed. It's coming through. Like your positive thoughts through the whole process. Choosing your thoughts through the process. Allowing people, places, or things, energies to come, to step forward towards you. Reveal themselves in this capacity. Allows you to choose again. You're like, cutting that out. Letting more of this in. It's incredible, Sages. I do hope this served and inspired. Thank you so much for being my muse.
Play with me.
Do you want to play? I will see you again soon for March, a fresh ink blot. I'm not sure which platform or how I'm going to go about it, but I look forward to it. If I can, I will try and sneak in a bonus or keep an eye out for a short that is dedicated to you. And until then, Sages, thank you so much. I'll see you again soon. Bye. Sage, sage, sage. Yeah, it's like a genie in a bottle, man. Even the limb there. Fire. Oh yeah, it's like a fire starter. Prodigy. That's great.